My name is Sharlie Duncan and I am the choreographer for Death Takes a Holiday, and I am super excited about this show because it's not a show that's well known at all. It really intrigued me when Chris came to me with the show and the idea, and I think that audiences are going to love this show. So what drew me to accepting the position of choreographer for Death Takes a Holiday is definitely the production team and it being Postmortem Players. I adore working with Chris. I think he's great. He is so creative. And our director and our musical director, Hilary and Bradley, are so talented. And when you have a good, well-gelled production team, it's just success. That's what makes a show successful. Well, this show is set in the 1920s. So you can definitely see that right from the get-go. The choreography is what influenced my choreography. There's a number in the show called Shimmy Like They Do in Paris, and it's, Charleston and 1920s dancing and that. And honestly, every number in this show is different, which is nice, and you don't always get to choreograph that. It's nice to be able to choreograph a different style within the same show, which is what Death Takes a Holiday is. And it's not a super duper dancey show. It's, the music really takes over in this show. So when it comes to choreographing a show, you never want something to overshadow. You never want a certain subject to overshadow any of the others. You don't want the dancing to overshadow the acting to overshadow the singing. You want it all to work as one. And I personally have a very specific way of choreographing. So I always look at my script first. I get very into the script. I read the script. I get to know all the characters inside out. And then each individual number, once I know who is in that number, what the feeling is of that number, like what is supposed to happen, then I put the steps to it. And honestly, putting the steps to it is the easiest part. We look at a number, or I look at a number, decide what it's going to look like as a whole, and then I create choreography that tells the story. And that's what you have to do when you're choreographing a musical. It's about storytelling. It's not about, oh my gosh, she just did a split in the middle of the stage. It's about storytelling. This show doesn't require full-out dance competition dancing. It requires telling the story through movement. I think what gives this show the it factor is its cast. I think there is no denying that this cast is extraordinary, and just everything, the set, the lights, everything that is involved when getting on stage. Once we had our set put on stage and everything came together, you sit back and you go, wow, this is going to be a great show.